Hello to all great diamonds on this platform. How are we all doing? I'm sure we have great entrepreneurs that are really focused and dedicated to ensuring that their business moves to the next level. I'm so excited to be here this afternoon. Let me use my reading. Yes, so excited to be here. I'm sure we'll be having a lot of great entrepreneurs still working on their dreams. Yes, Olayinka Remade is my name, as I used to introduce myself, and I'm basically here to discuss a very important topic this afternoon that has to do with palm oil. We have entrepreneurs on this platform that are working on their dreams to ensuring that they have great success with their business. But as we keep working on what we know best to do, as we keep working on our dreams, on whatsoever, maybe you are a service provider or you have one product or the other that you do, I'm always very excited to talk about anything that has to do with consumable. Consumable items are always awesome items that anybody can fly with. You can always maximize the opportunity that has to do with consumable. Why am I really talking like this? Consumable is something that won't hold down your money for eternity, because as it so depicts is consumable, people will always come for it, and that is where that business makes a whole lot of difference, has an edge over any other business out there. So I'm basically going to be discussing about palm oil as a means of investment. Palm oil as a means of investment. As you are joining this live, let me know where you are joining me from. So palm oil as a means of investment, this particular business, is a type of business a whole lot of people have not been paying much attention to, because they don't basically know how it runs. We'll be having a full training on Saturday on how this business runs and how you can benefit from this gold mine. I call it a gold mine because anything that you can do and have about 200% profit is a gold mine. Yes, 200% profit. I don't know if the crude oil that is being that is just the in resources for Nigeria today can really give such a return. This is huge, and it is only because a lot of people doesn't know this type of opportunity exists, and that is why business builders have decided to take it, put this on the table of most of the entrepreneurs. Even if you have anything doing, you can have palm oil as an investment package. So many people see it as a very dirty business. Look, you don't have to go to the extent of doing the business just like a local trader that buys oil and puts them in kegs and resell. You don't have to do it as a retailer. It's not compulsory you do it as a retailer. You can do it basically as an investment package, that as you take them from the farm, you can just stock them in a place, and when it is time for you to get them sold, you can just sell off without you even opening it to see what is inside. If you are the one that monitors your product from the farm till we get to the stage of stocking it, you don't even need to open them. So this training is basically to tell you, do you know that palm oil can really be a very lucrative business that can strive? You can even use it to do some savings. Because so many businesses, so many people, do a whole lot of businesses, but they don't have a way of putting aside some money that they won't eventually touch. Palm oil can be a means of saving your money instead of you putting them in treasury bills or on bonds. I basically have not gone to make some findings about how treasury bills is right now. Because of the situation of things in the economy, I don't know if it's as lucrative as it used to be. But this palm oil business is something that you can do as on a part-time basis, if not on a full-time basis, that can really be a means of investment for you. Because it holds your money for you till you are ready to get it sold. And when the time you are ready to get it sold, this product is basically out of reach, because this business is a seasonal business. It's all about, do you know? Do you know that palm oil is a seasonal business? And because it's a seasonal business, it gives room for it to be available at some point and makes it unavailable at some point. You can easily access it at some point, and you might not be able to access it at some point. And the period that is not easily accessible is the good period that you can come in to fill. It's like, do you know you can really fill up a gap in palm oil trade? You can fill up a gap. The period where it is very, very much available, you can have as many as possible, stock as many as possible. And the period when it is not available, you become the merchandise. You fill up the gap of the unavailability and make your good money at this instance. So do you know that you can really do palm oil business without soiling your hands? Do you know that you can really do this business as a part-time basis without really going through the stress of you buy today, sell tomorrow, buy today, sell tomorrow? What you will make in a period of like 5 months can cover up for whatsoever you trade on in a whole year. I don't know the type of business you are doing, but this is what I have done. And I have taught a lot of people how to do the same. And some of my students that did this particular thing last year went back home smiling because they never knew it could be like that. They also just did it on trust. So do you know that palm oil can basically be a means of investment for you? Because at this time, I'm basically training almost everybody that I know that start getting your kegs on ground. Start getting your kegs on ground. Kegs is what is being used during period of a lot of oil, availability of so much oil. Kegs is what is being used. You use your kegs to go and get the oil from the markets, from the farms. So you need a lot of kegs, and that period when it is very scarce, when it is so much available, everybody also wants to buy this oil. So there is always scarcity of empty kegs. So this period is the best period for everyone to start stocking their kegs. If you want to buy like 200 of the palm oil, now is the time you can get your kegs and keep them for the period when you'll be going to the market to buy the oil and stock them. So do you know that you can really make an average of 200% profit on palm oil business? Yes, do you know? All this do you know is what I'm here to ask you today. Do you know? If you don't know all this, you don't know that palm oil can be done on an investment package. You don't know that palm oil has its season, and it can be a very lucrative business for you, because when it is off season, it's a good time for you to sell. This is not something anybody can bring in the mature. It has a way it ripens. The palm kernel has a way it ripens, and it uses the weather to ripen, and it has a month in the year it is always available and can be used to produce palm oil. And so these natural instances makes palm oil trade a very lucrative business. A lot of local traders have been into this business secretly, and they've been making their good money out of this. Some basically do this as a means of accumulating some good number of capital every year, and which maybe they use in having some assets, locked up somewhere. These are things that people do, but because you are not into it, you see it as a dirty business, or you see it. Do you know that it's really not a dirty business? Ask your questions. Do you know? Ask yourself, do you know that it's really not a dirty business? You can really make good money out of this trade secretly. Because the period of sales, you don't even need to go out advertising, because people keep coming to you for it, because it's not available. The season of palm tree bringing out its seeds and ripening its seeds has gone. So this period is a period that everybody will be looking at from the produce that ought to come out from a palm tree, but it's not coming out any longer because it's not its season. So it gives everybody leverage to be able to sell their products. So do you know that you can really make good money out of a palm oil business as a side hustle? So all these questions are what we'll be treating on Saturday. We have a lot of people coming on the platform to learn right now. And if in case you really want to also be part of this training, holding on Saturday by 5:30, you need to quickly jump on board. I'll be dropping the website for you to key in yourself immediately, because we are also giving some free trainings for the first 20 people that jumps into this training with us. So if you join right away, you also have access to have a free training about food supply business basically. So it's a win-win idea, and you are really going to be impacted. So this year is a year for every entrepreneur. You don't have any excuse, you don't have any reason not to make good success out of that business of yours. You don't have any excuse. If you have any money locked up somewhere and it's not yielding much, this is the time to put the money to work. This is the time, and I want everybody on this platform to take very good note of this. This year, this season is a season of success, of greatness, of lifting, of promotion. And we need to also be ready to, embrace all these goodies. So join us in our training, WhatsApp training that is holding on Saturday on how to trade on palm oil business and make great success out of it this particular year and even in years to come. The only difference that arises in instances like this is the percentage profit. But for you not to have your 100% profit, forget it. You are sure going to have 100% profit. Yes. So you might not be able to have it as, there are times it goes very higher than that, there are times it goes a bit lower, but 100% is sure. And this is what a whole lot of us, I'm sure at this time, desires. We need to make take some drastic decisions to be able to make some drastic improvements. So thank you so much for joining this live today. If you are joining in later, type in the chat room #replay, and help to share this live. Share it to as many people as possible, and also click on the like button and invite somebody onto this page. Come up here and learn a whole lot that has to do with business generally. Business Builders is here to give you the necessary tips, support, information, that will help your business take a lift, and a lift to a greater height. So excited to have you all here. Thank you so much for joining this live today. We'll be here again same time tomorrow to give you awesome tips to help you get better with your business. So come and join us in our live training, in our WhatsApp training, yes, online training that is holding on Saturday. We will be greatly impacted. Thank you and have a wonderful evening. Bye.